Welcome to Algo Hour, episode 34. I got the whole cast here. I'm excited. Welcome.
We've gone plaid.
Yeah, we've gone platinum today.
Platinum.
Did
Except for
Platinum.
Joe.
Yeah.
But it's okay, Joe.
Didn't get the memo.
I think Joe literally hasn't unpacked from the airport yet, so we'll give him a little bit of
And we know
swag.
he
Just
took
got
all
home.
his flannel, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I would like some flannel swag. I haven't seen that, but I
Mm.
want that.
I like that. That would
Just
be
saying.
good ETH Denver
Same.
swag.
I didn't start out in a flannel.
Ooh.
I actually turned my shirt backwards because it was black, and then I quickly put one on to match it with it. But my shirt is actually
That's
backwards.
big brain.
I don't remember, like, you must have dipped out and did that because I don't remember. Ted got changed just while he talked to me pre-show. That was really fun.
If Luga can be topless, so can I.
I talked him off
Win.
that ledge. You are welcome,
Win
everyone.
Ted's tatas.
Actually,
what I
I looked
mean.
at myself in the camera and I was like, all right,
I think it looked great.
Looking good.
pretty.
I'm not gonna
pretty
lie. We're
average looking.
yeah, we're doing all
Above
right.
average.
I think we're doing all right. Joe, welcome back. How were your travels? You missed a special Monday edition. I don't know if you heard.
I know, yes. I did briefly try to call in, and it was like so choppy. It was like completely inaudible on the call. So unfortunately couldn't join in, but I was watching. And
I did see you in the chat.
Yeah, I think I
That's
did
true.
say hello in the chat. Yeah. So that was a great episode. I was kind of surprised that he did so well in the ecosystem challenge, not because I have any doubts of his knowledge of the ecosystem, but because it's so easy to come on this show and like you have an idea and then you
Get
start talking
paralyzed.
and it just
Yeah.
I was
Season
not
flood.
surprised he did as well. And I feel like we learned a little bit about him. And I feel like I need to make more bets with John Woods because he seems like a really fun, competitive, like, you guys don't know what euchre is, but I would pick him as a euchre partner. Like, I feel like he would do good. It's a card game. Everybody settle
So like
down.
Northern
From
Spades.
the Midwest. Euchre is a card game. But yeah, it was really fun. I don't know. Like, I'm still a little smitten over it. He's a charming fella, but also he crushed the competitions. Limerick Challenge, he did really great. And Luger writes them. So and then the Algo Ecosystem Challenge, he was like focused. And then the look when like it was pure authentic joy winning that with no prize.
Absolutely.
Did he get the
Yeah.
highest score for the ecosystem challenge?
Yeah, he got what, 20? I think.
No,
Oh
he
wait,
got-
yeah.
he does.
Did we ever figure out where his winnings are going?
No, we haven't been doing prizes for those the last couple of weeks just because I didn't like having to like follow up with so many people week in and week out going into week 30. I was like,
34.
Nobody seems to care. 100 algos like 6
Hey, it's like $13 right now, okay? Going up. Going up.
Let's go. Moon it. It's
If
cool.
you bought at 9, your gains have doubled. Well, more
There's a tweet somewhere where I bought at $2.50. So,
nice.
it's okay. Down bad, still having a good time. I'm trying to pull up the chat, but I'm not doing a very good job at it.
It's a lot of GMs, a couple axes.
Shout out Maureen,
Thank
Denny,
you,
Torres, Bento Grizz, Angel, 409, and a couple other people. Shout out you guys for being here in such a timely manner. I know a lot of you too have been here since pretty much day one, and that's really cool. It's really neat. We were kind of reminiscing in the green room on the way in here, just how amazing this journey has been, how long it's been. It's been over half of a year at this point. And it's just been insane. So to really go and think about that, we're literally watching Luga's kids probably grow up in front of us.
You kind of are, yeah. They were like 10 pounds when we started, and now they're like 20.
That is just
Honestly,
absolutely
though,
wild.
y'all, when I decided to start interacting with the Algo fam, like over the internet or whatever, I had a newborn at home. And it was like, I brought the newborn home and I was just up around the clock. And I was like, something about birthing another human makes you pretty confident. Like, and I was like, you know, I got a little empowered. Like, mess with me. I'm a new mom. Like, I dare you to give me a hard time right now. And so I like got to like that's when I started making friends in Web3. And so now I have a 2.5-year-old. It's a little alarming. It's also alarming at talking to people that are new in the space. So like I frequent Haruf's basement on a Monday. It's a Twitter space for anybody who does not know. I'm not actually in Haruf's basement. And there's like a new girl there, and it's so much fun. And I like felt and could hear like the anxiety of just not understanding what blockchain is. And like people were like, oh, you can check the wallet. She's like, I don't have a wallet. What is an explorer? Like, I don't know even how to like begin to learn what you guys are talking about. Like, I don't know the questions to ask to make it make sense. And it like really brought me home because I totally remember finding Algo Explorer and just like watching it go by because I had no idea what was happening. So it's possible if I can end up here and know what blockchain bridges are and teal script and TypeScript. I mean, I'm like, I don't know how to write any of those scripts, but I know what they are now, thanks to Joe. So we're all getting there. It's been a big challenge and a big journey, but like, I'm so glad I'm doing it with y'all. Best cast.
Absolutely. Well, you just have us today as the gang. We decided it would be fun to kind of just have a little bit more of an intimate episode. Certainly give Joe and Feely a little bit more time to catch up with you all and you know, give us the long version of it, you know.
Well, Shek says, do a technical difficulty screen just for old time's sake. I liked that. Don't worry,
we'll get there.
I was legit proud of that when I made it. It was like one of my favorite screens I had made. So yeah, I will definitely have to. Don't jinx me, Shek. I want to do it because I want to and not because I have to.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, we're still going to play some games today. Luga wrote some limericks, so I thought it would be fun to do some live listeners' Luga's limericks.
Quadruple L. Maybe... That's almost as many L's as I've taken in the space.
Hey-o!
We're done bad. It's okay. But I don't know. We also counted Stacey Warden as an ecosystem project.
We did.
Yeah,
we're friendly. We're friendly.
I mean, as a CEO, be like,
is that a project?
We say project or person when we're starting it off. So just
yeah. Joe, would you have counted that?
I mean, that kind of counts as saying Algorand Foundation, right? So does Algorand Foundation count? That's the question.
It wasn't
could you just list AF employees?
Count. Well, if you just listed all of us, at the beginning, would that count, right? Do we count?
Well, I'm not a project.
Yeah, you
but
are.
Like,
you have your notes.
I'm a creator, but it's not a project. It's not a project, though.
Yeah, let's say you have a brand, though.
It was like a one-off.
All right, we'll have to take this debate into the green room.
For sure. Anyways. Totally sidetracked. It's okay. Joe, are you ready?
Yeah.
Tell us what's happening. I do want to circle back around to you and ask you about AI again, probably backstage one time soon. We'll catch up. But I saw there was stuff with that too. But we'll do devs then.
Sounds good. All right. Hey, everyone. I am back. I was not able to make yesterday's show. As I mentioned, I was in the airport and had terrible Wi-Fi. And the reason I was at the airport is because I was traveling to Buenos Aires for LaBitConf. So for those that don't know, LaBitConf is a Latin American crypto event. LaBitConf has traditionally been pretty Bitcoin focused, but they're starting to kind of branch out into more just as a general blockchain event. And so as part of that branching out, the Algorand Foundation was a main sponsor for the BitConf. So everyone that came into the conference, which was a big, like if you've been to like ETH Denver or Consensus, I think something kind of similar to that. where it's just like a big room, a bunch of different ecosystem project booths, and a bunch of people just going there, learning about projects, learning about blockchain, getting swag, listening to talks. A lot of great stuff going on. And also as part of being the sponsor, so not only like was our name just kind of there, we also had our own, what we called it, a hack house. And this was basically an area where we had a dedicated stage to technical discussions that was sponsored by Algo. So of course, myself and my colleagues, Ryan Fox and Everett Diaz, we were giving technical talks about Algo. We also shared the space with some other chains in the ecosystem as well. And really, the idea is that Algo was facilitating the technical side of things, and we were also, I could be wrong about this, but I think we were one of the only L1 chains that had an actual booth there. So that was pretty cool. And I would say we were definitely the most popular chain or the most popular booth throughout. I think we had like almost 1,000 new wallet activations, which is really great. And a bunch of people, standing massive lines just to engage with the Algo booth. There was like a wheel where you could spin for a prize to win some Algo and activate a new wallet. So it was really cool bringing a lot of these new people to Algo. Because like I said, this has historically been like a Bitcoin conference. So seeing those new people kind of learn a little bit about not only what Algo specifically has to offer, but just like blockchain and smart contracts in general was really cool experience. And then one of the other things we did there, they kind of lead up to our buildable competition, which is, I think the deadline is officially tomorrow to submit. So if you registered and you want to participate in the buildable, make sure you get your submission in as soon as possible on the Door Hacks platform, and we'll begin judging very soon. But leading up to that, we also did a little like mini hack in LaBitConf, and we got to see a lot of projects from the Latin American community actually in person, right? So we saw a lot of cool projects. I don't think we've yet announced the winners yet, but just to kind of list off some of the projects I've talked to, there's one project. Best way I can explain it is think of Lofty, but instead of buying built real estate, you're buying tokenized construction. So you're investing into the construction of new property. And you also see some projects like there was a tokenization of the cannabis industry in Argentina. We saw tokenization of family doctor, it was basically like a web portal for appointments and doctor stuff. And basically, like if you're a family, you use this one portal that can help you manage all your kids' like appointments with counselors and doctors and everything. And that was facilitated through Algo. And we saw some projects that were bringing Web 2 data storage paradigms to Algo. So a lot of really cool stuff happening. And it was really great. We've had AlgoKit for a while and we've had Tailscript for a while, but this was one of the first in-person events that we've had where AlgoKit and Tailscript have matured a bit. So it was really cool to see, the fruits of that effort in person and seeing it really is tangible, the difference of this better developer experience and how much easier it is to onboard new users. Like I talked to a lot of people that have only developed on Ethereum and then came to Algo and they were having a pretty good experience, which is what we want to see. So that's where I was last week. And we were there. The actual conference was only about 3 days, but we were doing all sorts of side events, meeting with other ecosystem projects for like dinners and just catching up with them in the area as well. And also for those that don't know, Argentina is a very crypto heavy country because of the state of their economy and the inflation. Owning crypto is actually a very common thing, right? One of the first things I did when I got there is I went to a money exchange where you can either trade USD or USDT for pesos, right? So it's a very, very integrated into like the economy crypto is. So it's a really interesting place. I think there's a lot of potential, and it was really cool to see those projects there in person, really building, and pretty unique experience for just the quality of the teams that we saw. So it was really good. But yeah, that's all my update for today. I can already feel myself losing my voice after talking on stage for a couple of days. So I'll hand it back to IRL, and I'm going to hop off for the rest of the show because I just got back from the airport like 15 minutes ago and desperately need to take a shower, but I was glad I was able to come back and give a quick update. Hopefully you guys are as excited about the Latin American community as I am.
I dig it. I dig it, Joe. We'll let you go. I appreciate you popping in, though, and giving us an update. I'm glad it went well. I don't know how it feels weird hearing that we were the popular booth. That's cool. Keep up the good work.
It was really cool to see, especially because, I wasn't really sure what to expect because I've never been to Latin America before. I don't know what our community looks like. I don't know what their blockchain perception, but every time I was in that hacker house most of the time, but every time I walked out, Algo always had the longest line. So it was really cool to see.
That's cool. Yeah.
That is cool. Good job.
Joe, how long was the flight to get down there?
So it was about 12 hours total.
Ooh.
So yeah, I was traveling. Luckily, I had a traveling buddy. I traveled with Ryan Fox, because we're both from Massachusetts, and we did the overnight flights. So, I left at 10 p.m. and then arrived this morning at 12. So, yeah, it was a lot of traveling. But luckily, the time zone difference, it was only 2 hours, so that wasn't too bad. Yeah.
Nice. Glad you're back. I'm happy you made it home safe.
Thanks. Yeah, good to be back. And then next week I'll be calling in from my new house. I'm going to be starting a new rental down in South Carolina. So
congrats.
A lot of moving,
assuming I have electricity and internet, everything working.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Well, we appreciate you. We'll let you get some rest, but much love, Joe. Like I said, proud of you.
All right, love right back at you.
Alrighty, so we have a few people in the chat, and I think they could use some algo. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll do 100 algo for every right answer on the or not every, first right answer, right? 100 algo, first right answer in the live chat. Let's see here. Gotta find them. So I like working by a window, and I live somewhere where I don't have blinds on purpose, but I'm being blinded by the sun currently. So
it's fascinating because I feel like the way the sun positions throughout the year changes. So I don't think this would be a problem during the summer.
It never is. It was great last week. Everybody was like, "You look great," and I could see my screen, but this week is different. So
you got to get your streamer ring light ready.
Yeah,
I have a ring light. It's here. It's just not bright enough. To counteract the sun shining at my screen. I don't know. Maybe I need another one. Anywho, are we ready for the limerick? So reminder, live chat, get the right answer in. We'll be the judges. Luga will read them, and we will give the first right answer 100 algo.
All right, heads up. The first one is the easiest. So go quick, go quick, go quick. It's a hero for the cause, making waves without pause. He's our CTO. You gotta let him know the best of us.
Can I get the answer?
Type it. Type it.
I want the answer.
Oh, got it.
Richard.
I had it in right away. Right?
Nope, Richard. Richard got it.
Said cause, and you were like, I know.
Good job. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, so Richard, I don't know who you are in a .algo sense, so send me your wallet, and we'll get you your 100 algo. What do you know, Luga? And I don't know. Am I not connecting the dots properly?
There's a chat that says that Jaws and cause does not rhyme.
Oh.
So I don't know.
I don't know who expects our limericks to rhyme.
You know what?
We have Luga read them for inflection, so they sound like they maybe could.
They rhyme without them, okay?
Yeah, they must be new to the show. I'm just saying, but our limericks do not always rhyme.
Oh,
that's what makes it so much fun.
Okay, fair. I didn't go with words.
The answer was Jaws, though. So good job, Richard Garvin.
Algo Hour Dawn officially confirmed nickname, Jaws.
I love it. I think Crypto for Change, CFC.
I think CFC started it.
I think he was the first person I heard say it. So shout out to him and his content than they make over at the next block. Let's see. Number 2.
All right, we're ramping it up. We're getting a little bit harder. No, it's not kimchi. They are a creator, you see. Coming back strong, the lizards weren't down long. The head of Goanna.
So that last one just throws the last line.
Yeah, I like that. I like to give you just the.
Richard's cleaning up. You better buy a nice NFT with this algo you're winning. I want to see it on hashtag Algorand NFT rewards.
Photo finish.
It was close.
That was tight.
It was close because I saw Angels come. Like, I don't know how YouTube decides which one shows up first on my feed, but that's who gets to win. So we'll move on again. I don't know your wallet, but get with me. All right.
G. Oh,
G. You got it? Yeah. Kimchi.
Richard again.
Got it.
Wow. Good job.
I'm working. All right, the hardest one. He's my boss, if you didn't know. Started from the depths below. Making beetles, daimios, and folk. I'll buy his projects till I'm broke. More machine than man.
I know this one. Oh, Angel got it. Look at that. That was a quick right answer. You gotta have gotta have a pretty thorough understanding of the ecosystem, which was one of the great things about Jaws. Just like crushing it was like, I think he knows it like the back of his hand. It was really fun to see. So, congratulations, Richard, and then Angel, on the live listeners. No, Luga's live listeners limerick challenge. Did I say that right? I don't know.
I said it all wrong, so I mean, you're safe here.
Well, you know what time it is? It's time for sports. Ted, are you ready?
Is that for me? Am I ready? I've got my notes lined up here, and let's get her started.
Here. Okay.
Yeah.
Go long, chat kind.
Got to do my... This is the sports stuff section brought to you by yours truly. Thank you so much for having me. I'm glad to be here. It was a wild week of NFL action. Starting off on Thursday, we had the Toilet Bowl featuring the 2 worst teams in the league. The Bears were not only the second worst team in the league right now, but they're also without their starting quarterback, Justin Fields, as he's coming back from injury, giving Carolina the opportunity to at least get a second win on the season. But that second win is going to have to wait as the Bears held on at home, winning the game 16-13 in a very boring fashion. As I'm getting upgraded lighting, last Sunday also featured a few surprises. The Patriots continued their struggles while C.J. Stroud and the Texans stunned the Bengals in Cincinnati 30-27 with a walk-off field goal. And speaking of those, there were 6 games that ended in a walk-off field goal this week, with the other teams being Browns, Cardinals, Lions, Seahawks, and the Broncos. And let's go to that Broncos game, which was on Monday night real quick. And this was certainly the game of the week. From start to finish, it was a total roller coaster here. Starting with the first play of the game with a fumble by Bills running back James Cook. It wasn't until the second quarter where we saw a pair of touchdowns from Russell Wilson and Josh Allen that the blood really started getting going in this game. But with 4 turnovers for the Bills, it just felt like they couldn't find steam. But as the fourth quarter went on, they were actually successful on a near end of game drive that gave them the lead with 1 point with just 2 minutes left. However, it was Danger Russ time, where he managed to drive down the field in under 1 minute, thanks to in part to a pass interference call from a pass to Jerry Jeudy. The Broncos kneeled the ball to run out the clock, rushing their field goal unit out as the clock ticked down to 0. It was chaos on the field. Snap was good. The hold was good. The kick is up. No good. Wide left. But wait, there was laundry. There was a flag. The Broncos got another chance due to the Bills having 12 men on the field. And with that, they went up and in, sinking the ball through the uprights. Final score 24-22. The game was so bad for the Bills that they fired their offensive coordinator about 2 hours before the show today, Ken Dorsey. So shout out to Ken Dorsey's family, who will have to be finding a new place to live. Moving on to the NBA, As previously reported, James Harden got the heck out of Philadelphia via a trade to the Los Angeles Clippers. That trade sent Harden and PJ Tucker to LA in exchange for 4 players and 2 first-round picks. Since that trade, the Philadelphia 76ers have been undefeated, in part thanks to those role players stepping up and the rise of Tyrese Maxey, who scored 50 points the other day against the Indiana Pacers. Maxey dedicated the win immediately to his teammate Kelly Oubre, who got hit by a car the night before as a pedestrian and suffered significant injuries. Just absolutely wild. He was seen shooting around practice the following day, but can confirm several broken ribs, among other things. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Clippers, who acquired James Harden in that trade, are winless, with James Harden not meshing well with the other starters at all, claiming that he is, quote, the system. Well, we'll see about that. Harden is a me guy. Let's give context to the audience here that he started off in Oklahoma City, where he left. He went to Houston, and there's some reasons for that. And then in Houston, he wanted everything, right? They got Chris Paul, and then when they didn't like Chris Paul anymore, they got him out. They got Russell Westbrook. When he wanted to go to Vegas on off days, the team looked the other way. When he wanted the team to stay overnight so that he could go clubbing after games, the team changed their schedule to make it work. Daryl Morey, the GM of the Houston Rockets at the time, did everything he could. He loved James Harden. He had a portrait of James Harden in his house. It was unbelievable. And then when he said he had had enough, he moved to Brooklyn, the shining lights of New York, and that only lasted one season before he said, "Screw it, I miss my lover. I miss Daryl Morey. He had so much faith in me, and I need to be back with him." And that only lasted one season. Your teammate got the MVP trophy, and you still only lost into the second round. It's just been absolutely unbelievable. And you claimed you were the problem. You put up 9 points in a Game 7 loss against the Boston Celtics when you lost the series 3. You were up 3-2 in the series, and you lost that. Anyways, the Clippers are really stuck between a rock and a hard place with aging veterans and Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, James Harden and Russell Westbrook, and a brand new arena coming online in I think 2026 featuring tens of thousands of toilets, according to the owner, something that he really has obsessed about. And the Clippers' upcoming schedule doesn't look any easier. They're 3-6 to start the season. I don't know what else to tell you. Other NBA news is the Memphis Trials and Tribulations. They've been just going up, and they've just started horribly, right? Steven Adams was their big guy. He got hurt. Ja Morant, who previously got caught waving a gun around after spending $50,000 in a strip club in Denver. He got suspended for 25 games for that. As a result, the Memphis Grizzlies are without really any of their star players and have started off 2-8. And that 2-8 includes a win over those Los Angeles Clippers. So that is just a further footnote to my rant there. Oklahoma City and San Antonio are going against each other tonight in the in-season tournament games, of which there are 10 tonight. This will mark the first battle of the big men between Victor Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren. Combined, they have 14.5 feet of height and 15.5 feet of wingspan. It's mind-boggling how big they are. Just between two people, they have 14.5 feet of height. The battle of the big men. I don't want that to be understated. These two rookies have been circling each other on social media and just in amateur tournaments and everything for forever. They've seen each other, but they've never had the opportunity to really fully professionally play against each other. So this will be such a fun time to watch that. 7:30 Eastern on TNT. Lastly, I have an interesting one for you here, and if you haven't followed it, it's going to be a little bit confusing. So just bear with me here. It's about this Michigan scandal. Now, in college football, you have the benefit of you have the detriment of not having a microphone to talk to your coach, right? So you have to do all these signs and dances and whatnot to communicate what the play is going to be to your quarterback. What Michigan did is they had a scout disguise himself as a member of the other team and wear spy glasses and record the signs for Michigan. So, for instance, when Michigan played Central Michigan the week before, they had a scout go into Central Michigan's sideline with a Central Michigan polo on and spy glasses on, even though it was dark sunglasses that are disguised to be spy glasses in the middle of the night, or it was a night game. And long story short, this has been all coming out to an interesting fruition. The NCAA took the unprecedented reaction of suspending head coach Jim Harbaugh for the final 3 games of the season, including this past weekend's win against number 10 ranked Penn State. But this certainly has the opportunity to be the largest cheating scandal in the history of the sport. Never have we seen someone just go and disguise themselves as part of another team. For context here, I mean, there's a lot more to this story. How does someone on a college scout salary afford, Rolexes and nice cars such as that? So there's certainly a whole lot going on to it. Well, we'll figure out more when we know more for certain, but this is certainly something that I think you should take a look at further. We'll fast flash through the other college games before we get back to IRL and the rest of the gang. Number 11, Louisville beats Virginia 31-24. Number 21, Arizona beats Colorado 34-31 on a last-second field goal. It's interesting to watch how the Buffs and the Broncos are kind of on reverse trajectories. That's Colorado football for you. Number 2, Georgia beats number 9, Ole Miss 52-17 in dominant fashion, proving that Georgia should be number 1. Number 5, Washington beats number 18, Utah 35-28. Number 6, Oregon beats USC 36-27. And number 7, Texas beats TCU 29-26. That's all I've got for now. Thank you so much. And IRL, take it away.
I love the little bits of drama you sprinkle it in there, like just when all the names start sounding the same and I'm like, did you say Bills or Browns or Broncos? Are we talking about Michigan now? And then you're like, he was hit by a car, was shooting around the next day, couple broken ribs.
At a stripper club.
I was surprised too when I saw both the tweet and then the next day I saw the shoot, and like he's clearly lumbering around. It's not someone that is clearly healthy, but it's just the whole thing is shocking. I'll give you one more IRL, and this was one thing I forgot to mention. We have the Chiefs on bye this week, and their quarterback Patrick Mahomes, it just came out, has never worn a different pair of underwear during an NFL game. So that means he has worn the same pair of underwear for over 100 NFL games.
Nah. Every time you lose, you throw it away.
He washes it, right?
It doesn't matter. They ain't indestructible. Come on.
I
weird.
cannot confirm nor deny if he washes them.
I was going to say, I remember there being things as like lucky socks, and people wouldn't wash their lucky socks.
Oh, yeah.
Under undies.
Let's see. Hold on. I expect better from Michigan fans.
Yeah,
all right, so it's plaid day. You can change the topic. That's good. DC says GF. It's plaid day. I agree. Luga's somehow wearing less clothes than when we started the show.
Mars
Good job, Luga.
requested it. He specifically requested it.
Live listener request.
Sorry,
it's important.
I have to do what the people want.
Yeah, we got to support the supporters for sure. All right. Well, Luga, I know you prepared something for us for this week's Who's Active right now.
I actually did this week. I did.
I know. And I saw Feely pumping out the push-ups.
Oh my gosh, that was
unlike someone who was on the show last week who said they were going to do push-ups, but didn't. I'm not going to point fingers. Y'all know I can't point. He can point better than me anyways. But yeah. All right.
Tweet at him. Tweet at him.
I did tweet at him.
Everyone tweet at him right now.
I would
to make
never.
a video about him. I did actually.
Push-up jaw, #push-up jaw scandal 2023.
Where is that intro?
That's why the price is going down. We would be 16 cents if Jaws would do push-ups. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Jaws.
That's our cue.
Hello and welcome to Who Is Active Right Now. I am your host, Lord Beluga, the future CMO of Algo, here to tell you about activity and what we're doing. We did the push-ups. Push-ups were fun. Much like every time I have a guest, they promise me. They're like, yeah, I'm going to do that challenge. I'm going to do it. They never come through. I thought Jaws would be different. Thought it should be different. Broke my heart. But we do have Dev Francis, who regardless of the challenge of the week, is just laying down absolute incredible moves. Like, what is this a snowboard? Is it a skateboard? I don't know, but it's awesome. I love it. I couldn't do it. I would fall flat on my face. Is that Yomo? That's my Yomo right there? Oh, my boy. Whew. Whew. Oh, and he's just like popping at the camera like, yeah, I'm doing it. Louis getting in on it. I love to see it, Yomo. I love to see it. Even in a sweater, you know, the man is probably cooking. He's burning right now, but he's trying to shred, and I love it. I love to see it. Thanks, everybody, for playing with the push-up game. We got Feely. Feely brought the heat. I did not. I didn't want to sleep on Feely, but I did not expect you just cranking them out like the smoothness, the form, the precision. That's not your first day. You're killing it, Feely. You're killing it. I love to see it. Had some tacos as motivation too. Shout out tacos. Love what you all are doing. Oh, and we got Assassinator dropping some deadlifts lately. No video. I want to see the video eventually. It's deadlifts. You can shoot it from the back. You don't have to dox. I want to see that getting jacked though. And then we're proud of our youngest Algo active member ever, Lil Lassie, taking steps. You know, we talked about how beautiful it is to like watch your kids grow up in this ecosystem, but it's really cool to like watch other people's kids grow up in their ecosystem. Like me and Lassie, we've had a lot of like stay-at-home parent talks and stuff, and like she's a really encouraging human. I'm just super thankful for you. So shout out Lassie. Thanks for being incredible. Had to crank out some push-ups myself. You know, thought I'd call out Jaws. We got 44 ish. It was a little rough on the form, but we did. It was fun. And then Chipper Chippy getting at it. I love Chippy. Oh, throwing in some punches. That was some boxing and cardio. I love it, Chippy. Crypto and Rich do this like C30 do 30 all the time, and I feel like I got to get involved in that because that like my push-up game is kind of weak, to be honest with you. I don't focus it enough. It doesn't like spark joy in me. But hopefully one day I'll get hyped about push-ups and we'll do that. Islet ran a marathon or a half marathon. I don't know, but either way it was incredible. Phenomenal. Great job. Thanks everybody for getting Algo active with us. We've got a new challenge this week. It's a little bit of a core variation challenge. I feel like we get like kind of boring, like just do crunches. So this is a plank, and then you grab either a kettlebell and just try to establish the core and move it back and forth. And moving the weight back and forth causes like that side of your abdomen to engage. You can do it with weight or without a weight. Either way, it's gonna like work your whole obliques, your side abs, everything in there is gonna have to like really work to maintain that control and even kind of like get you some good shoulder mobility. So I think it's a good exercise. I think it's fun. Test it out. Let me know if you like it as a core engagement exercise. And we will get active this week and we will have fun. Thank y'all for hanging out. Let's get to that NFT flex time or maybe the gang. I don't know. It'll be a surprise.
Oh God.
I love that intro. How did you lose a shirt in the 8 seconds that intro is?
I never had a shirt on. What are you talking about? It was all
a show. We're not live. Editing, power of editing.
Oh, there you go.
We're just back here watching him change, and
I missed that all because I am like running the other stuff. So you know, like
he's totally done a recital before. I mean,
I have a lot of practice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! All right, I gotta get our live chat here somewhere. Fisherman's excited. That's what
just
matters.
for you.
I don't know.
Give the sponsors what they want.
I don't know.
Except Gov. Why? Gov doesn't want it. So Gov, stop watching now, okay?
This is better for the brand. So we have to make a brand decision here.
Maybe. I don't know why the live chat's not where I want it to be. It's not going.
8 out of 10 sponsors agree.
8
right.
8 out of 10 sponsors agree. I am all about empowering people. So,
yes,
you know, that's where I stand on it. Let's see here. I feel like everybody missed an opportunity to flex Hands pancakes in the last week. Just saying, it was the perfect breakfast NFT and everyone missed it. I don't know. I think maybe the jokes aren't that good.
No, that was good. That was really good.
I love a good joke. I do. But I tell you, sometimes my patience wanes. What do they say? Progress is a process. And every once in a while, our community does a really good job reminding me that we are very much still a work in progress. So good job, community. Way to remind me that we are all humans and always have an opportunity to improve on how inclusive we are. Let's see. I just was mad there weren't any
people. By the way, Luga, you totally came because your shirt is off.
No, perfect. He showed up just because my shirt is off?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Fans, boy. Najwa. I don't know this handle.
That's gotta be Naj. Is that not Naj? He has like his own workout Discord?
Yeah, but that's not that's not normally. Yeah, I think it's a different Naj. I don't know. I'm following them, so maybe he changed his name.
Multi-nauseous.
Feeling nauseous.
Ha.
So this is a new drop. I see Feely flexing it. I see Najwa flexing it, and it is from DC. So that's DC's collection. Broken Hearts, I think is what it's called. Is that right? Broken Hearts Club.
Yeah, today is the whitelist shuffle, and then tomorrow is the public shuffle for, I forgot the cost, 40A, 45A, something like that.
Okay. I know I checked to see if I was on the wait list, and I didn't want to bug them about me not being on it because I probably missed an emoji react somewhere or something.
Doesn't matter your IRL.
I heard that he added me to it because he's really nice. So
there you go.
I'm just saying thank you. I appreciate it. And I never try to ask for special favors when it comes to that. So I just assumed I missed something and was like, oh, when's the public? I don't want to miss it. Yeah, I don't know. Our community's nice. Let's see here. I don't know what Check's flexing. What is this? By Derby Cloud. I like it. That's sweet. Those are cute. And I know Derby Cloud was doing a collaboration with, is it Spindle? Casey, maybe? Tell me if I'm right, Check, in the comments. Let's see. 409, Flex in the Hush. I think that's a John M. Lowe creation. I have a Hush. I'm a fan of the Hushes.
Jealous.
Lord Beluga, what is this?
Ooh, name it. Can you name it? I mentioned it in the show already.
Is it the? I think.
You're close.
I mean, it looks like Cousteau's something over a horse.
So it is a Damio collab with Thirsttober.
Ooh.
So the horse threw me off. That's why.
Next Monday. So we've got masks. We have collab masks. We've done Akita, Lundy, Doofy, all these projects have a mask you can get, and so you get the head plate of your Gundam as an Algo project or an XRP project. So it's supposed to be this super hybrid space and really fun for both of us.
That's Monday. I don't know how I didn't know about that. It's kind of like how I missed out on Belongas. I feel like we need to communicate better.
I will yell it from the rooftops for you.
Nice.
Murr flexing an Addicted Rabbit gang, which shout out to them. They have been hosting a really long-standing. Feely, how many weeks are they in? Do you know?
Oh, I can look it up.
They host a Friday Algo Fam poker tournament. If you hold any one of a numerous number of NFTs, you can get into the poker game for free. It's always a good time. I think they do prizes up to 8th place or something like that.
Yeah, top 10 usually.
Top 10? Yeah, I know I've gotten some prizes even when I didn't get top 3. So yeah, that's Friday nights. The tables open at 9, and I think the game starts at 9:15, or the tables open at 9:15 and the game starts at 9:30. something like that. But it's a really
You're-
long-standing game.
you're
I think
so
they're like
distracted.
40 hours or 40 hours. Now I'm distracted, guys. Come on. I think they're like 40 or 50 weeks
Oh my
into this
god, I
game.
just can't. I just
So-
can't. I just
So
see
this Friday
you.
will be our 40th.
It's like both your eyes are
Yay.
going in separate directions somehow.
Oh, and
You're-
there's Ice Age with another one.
Oh my
With the golden
Sorry.
skin. I'm just gonna ignore the two of them, Feely. I feel like this is why they have a women's breakfast, is because
Right. Because
sometimes
they're distracted.
some people have a
I'm
hard
not
time
a safe space.
focusing, and it seems to be impacting disproportionately a certain
Hey.
segment of our cast today.
It sounds like I'm in 4th grade again. Okay.
Could you just imagine how terrible a men's breakfast would be, though? Like me and Ted just being insane.
I think
Oh,
you guys
boy.
are screwing yourself into having breakfast for every meal. Everything they host needs to come with
I'll take
scrambled eggs. I never want to hear you whine about not getting breakfast again. An after
I usually
hours
skip
mixer,
breakfast, to be honest.
rooftop party, you get toast. Like,
Okay,
you
as
know,
long
I
as
just
there's, like,
I'm
Toasted champagne,
down.
I'm in.
I mean, as long as there's mimosas, I will be there.
Right.
I'll just have
How you
mimosas
get the
for
ladies
Yeah,
to
just
show up.
mimosas. No food required. Give me
Wait,
champagne, orange juice.
Are
set.
espresso martinis breakfast food?
Like an
Yeah.
Irish coffee? I can
Ow.
do that.
My stomach.
Okay. Okay.
I don't
then
know
yeah,
about
then
a
we're fine.
martini. Yeah, but
It's like an espresso martini. It's what all the hip people drink.
Are you
yeah.
hip, Ted?
Yeah. There's this place that I go to that has them on draft.
Oh.
So you don't even feel bad because normally they're like annoying to make. So you always feel bad.
can
asking.
martinis be on draft? I would argue that a martini cannot be.
I didn't ask that
Shaken,
either.
not stirred. Is that what
Yeah, what is it? Just like both in a blend
Every
in one of
time
those slushy machines?
Yeah. I don't know. Every time I've gone though, I kind of look away and I think they just hand make them, but I think it's just a rumor that they're on draft. So I just lied to you.
I'm not a cocktail
Wow.
enthusiast. I'm not picky when it comes to that kind of stuff, but I'm sure somebody could tell us if it's possible. But I have a feeling, I don't know. It would have, if it was a thing, it would have been a thing when like 007, like the martinis, right? Like, you know what I mean? It already would be I don't think it's a thing. Okay. Here's a collab piece with the Broken Hearts and Basic, which I really like. And I don't know if that one's like in the shuffle or not in the shuffle because it looks a little bit different than all the other ones.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, but I don't think so.
It's my nice way of saying I want that, but I don't want any special favors. I just want to know where I can buy it. is where that comes from. Let's see if there's any other links. Boy will be hosting women only breakfasts as our signature events with exclusive content. Nice. For the record, I haven't been invited to those yet, so waiting. Let's see what else we have. I'm having a hard time seeing my screen today. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. More broken hearts are stealing the show today. If you are thinking, man, that's not fair, there's all these broken heart clubs. Guess what? People flex them with the hashtag that we use every week on the show. It's the same every week. So you too can show off your very cool NFTs. We look at them from all chains. If you use this hashtag that I look up every week, hashtag NFT Flex Time. So it's always good to see people showing up for other people in the community. It looks like people are loving the Broken Heart Club.
If you want one tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern, that's when the public.
8 a.m.? Oh, gosh.
8 a.m. with your asset.
Luga will be up.
Yeah, I'll be up. I'm up at like 6:15.
Not at 8 a.m. Specific.
Oh, that's like 5 a.m. for Ted.
Yeah, that's rough. Ted will probably still be up.
Oh, over on the West Coast. Sorry, bud.
So, just making sure. I knew what I was getting into.
Yeah, sorry. EST time is the only time anybody actually uses.
I just want to say I like these ones too. I have two of these. Null was flexing it. Got one from your drops. Mini tapes. I have a couple mini tapes. And I have the Doofy version of a mini tape. So I think that's it for flex time today. But don't forget, if you want us to look at your NFT flexes, use the hashtag please and thank you. And I'm going to hit up the whitelist and I'm going to hit up the public, I think, for DC because they're always around and supports, if that makes sense to anyone at all. Let's see. Oh, DC says love you, Feely. So we know who their favorite is. It's fine. There aren't 3 other of us here.
I don't deserve it. It's okay.
Gub says I won't. So apparently I'm not invited to the ladies' breakfast. And Derry's real excited about something. So that's cool. Feely, do you think you want to illuminate us a little bit with what's going on in astrology? Is that the right? I don't know, the stars?
What's going on? Yes, I got a lot to talk about, and I'm excited.
Explain the universe. You have a few minutes. I know it's a lot to just be like, hey, now to Feely, she's going to explain the universe to us. No pressure.
You want me to do my segment right now? I can just go over what.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll go right into Starcast, and then we'll roll the credits. But gosh, I feel weird doing this in this scene. Okay, hold on. There we go. It's just better. I don't know. I appreciate everyone. Thanks for helping make it the show great. We've got more special guests coming up soon. We're planning a special after hours. We're going to do it a little bit earlier. We're thinking maybe like a 6 p.m. EST Friday between Christmas and New Year's. So a little bit of alpha there. Mark it on your calendars if you want to be sure not to miss it. Teddy, am I forgetting anything? Other than Luga's forgetting his shirt, obviously. But
I think Luga actually took off his pants. No, I'm just kidding.
Do we need a pants check?
That before it was cool. Yeah, no, just stay sitting.
We trust you.
That's all that people want, IRL. Don't hold me back.
Show us the pants.
Yeah. See, that's a classic move. You just have a separate pair of pants that you hold up so it makes it look like you're not wearing pants, but I would very much like to think that you are. But I think, brilliant. For the record, Ted was the first pantless person on Algo Hour. So.
Oh, yeah. I've done a couple episodes.
He's playing the cool and responsible role right now, but yeah, I was going to say.
But thank you so much, everyone. It's awesome that we had another great show. And Feely, let me know how my week's going to go because I'm excited.
I need all the help.
You know how the whole year is going to go.
Let's go. I appreciate you guys.
So with more astrology, I'm so bummed I missed last week's episode. You know, Jaws was there, but it's fine. And then I went to a wedding with a girlfriend. We drove all the way there, and mind you, I live in South Texas, and Wisconsin's like across the freaking U.S. But it was fine. It was good. My lips are still so chapped from the weather. But for this week, I wanted to do something different. And with the year coming to a close, I thought it would be interesting to explore the potential trends for 2024. So you can take a screenshot of the dates if you want to. These are going to be some important dates that we are going to keep following. The eclipse dates are not in there. It's going to be a huge year, almost a guarantee that 2024 is going to be very different from the past few years, according to the astrology. In 2024, we will see major changes in our society and political landscape. So I want to go over the trends that are possible. And this is not written in stone. Let me just make that clear. So this year, 2023, is the year of total breakdown from like religious beliefs to our government. And it's not just in the US. We're seeing it all over the world. And the year 2024 is going to be the year of rebuilding. The year 2023 is the year of breakdown, and it is still happening right now. We are going to be rebuilding something. You can already see people's religious views and beliefs are breaking down. On a positive note, I really don't see World War III happening, but yes, there's going to be a lot of conflict in the upcoming year, a lot of military intervening, but I don't see a world war happening. I could be wrong, but I don't see it. It's not likely, but there is going to be high tension in the air for sure. Possibly April when we have a solar eclipse. We might see a lot of tension arising. We may see some digital currencies. Our government trying to control us more digitally. The numerology for 2024 is 8. And how I got 8 is you add the year. So 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 is 8. 8 in astrology rules Saturn and Uranus. And Uranus is going to play a huge role in 2024. So the major transits are up on the screen. I did not include the eclipses or the Mercury retrogrades, just so you know. So January 20th, 24, Pluto enters Aquarius. January is going to be a significant month. There's going to be big news here with Pluto re-entering Aquarius. We are bound to see more AI, new technology, alien type things, maybe nuclear events, space travel. Pluto in Aquarius is about humanity, and humanity is going to undergo a massive change as Pluto makes its way through Aquarius. Now, Pluto's transit is a 20-year journey, and so this isn't the last 20 years. It's going to take time for all of this to play out. And what's cool is that you can always see what generation you belong to by looking at Pluto in your natal chart. You can also keep an eye out in the news around banks, corporations, and so around that time, banks and corporations in the month of January, towards the end of the month of January, you may see stuff like that on the news. Also, Hunter Biden is in Aquarius, so this could affect him. We might see him in the news again, who knows? So April 20th, we have Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus, which is something I'm really excited for. This could be something to do with our financial system, like possibly crypto, because it's in Taurus. In Taurus, it's Earth is money. Venus rules Taurus, and Venus is financial. Venus is money. It could also have something to do with our food or even power structures. It can have something to do with people's belief systems, like our banks, corporations, our government. Any of that falls under the umbrella of Jupiter conjunct Uranus. I'm seeing a lot of financial stuff in 2024. Banking system changes, implementing new currencies, new ways of making payments. All that could be on the table because we are talking about Taurus and Uranus. May 23rd, we have Jupiter sextile Neptune. This is a favorable alignment. We may come to some sort of realization as a whole. Another favorable aspect is May 25th when Jupiter enters Gemini, the sign of communication. Right now it's in Taurus, and we are seeing things happen with our resources, our food, inflation. Remember, Taurus is money. So inflation, I'm really hoping to see inflation die down around this time when the sign changes. So with Jupiter and Gemini, curiosity is building up. We're being more persuasive, more chatty, more brainy. Communication is going to be going through the roof. So more technical, more maybe feeling a bit more fidgety because Gemini has that nervous energy. They're very airy. All of that highlighted in May when Jupiter enters Gemini. So wherever Jupiter and Gemini is in your chart, that will be elevated. Completely different than Taurus. Jupiter is in Taurus right now, the day that we are filming. June 2nd, we have Jupiter trine Pluto, and that's another positive one. This could be very important, again, a very important news or a very important event, something of great importance that we are all going to be paying attention to. Around that time frame, June 2nd, it's a very favorable time. So unfortunately, the second half of the year is a lot of explosive and unpredictable energy with Jupiter square Saturn and Pluto retrograde back into Capricorn, the sign of government, restrictions, and corporations. We have some lunar and solar eclipses in between these dates that I did not include. Everything here in the second half of the year is very much unpredictable energy, high energy. Everything seems volatile, to say the least. But it could be in a good way because maybe the changes come in a positive light, like our government collapses and a new government is set into place. We don't know. Maybe no election next year. That would be crazy. There could be military interventions or maybe major announcements from the military. Maybe Donald Trump has some major announcement to make the second half of the year of 2024. Keep in mind that all of these are just possibilities, and I'm just giving you important dates to look after. August 19th, we have Jupiter square Saturn, another important transit. And it's not the most favorable squares. Squares in astrology means tension. So if you look at your birth chart, if you have it, the red lines are tension. Some people say it's karma. So with Jupiter square Saturn, this could be friction. This could be announcements or like legal matters that are taking precedence at this time. Something is taking place that is unavoidable. The chart that I'm referring to is Washington, D.C.'s chart. So something significant will be coming around the 19th of August. On a personal level, it could be like a sudden awareness, like coming to terms with something. September 1st, Pluto retrograde into Capricorn back. It's going to be at the last degree of Capricorn. So it's really Capricorn Aquarius. Anytime we have a planet on the very last degree of a sign, it takes on the characteristics of both signs. November 19th, Pluto re-enters Aquarius, and it's going to stay in Aquarius until 2043, because remember, Pluto is a 20-year transit, a very, very significant date. December 6th, Mars retrograde into Leo, so we may feel a shift on how we express ourselves, with the potential focus on reassessing our goals and like our leadership styles. December 24th, we have Jupiter square Saturn. So societal structures undergo adjustments to accommodate both growth and stability. I hope I didn't lose you guys. I know I just threw a lot of dates at you, but write them down, put them up on your fridge, so you can follow along with the trends of 2024. This is me preparing you for what's possibly to come. I'm not trying to scare anybody. This upcoming year is of 2023, the year of total breakdown, continues into 2024, where we start to rebuild our belief systems, our structures, our political landscape, stuff like that. It's going to be a very strong year. It's an 8-year. It's a strong year for change. So we need to have a strong will and realize what is going on in the world. We have been fooled and lied to by institutions and governments, and everything has been one giant lie after the other to manipulate and control humanity. So we are in the beginning. We are beginning to see all of that. So we have to have a breakdown before we rebuild. It will be something of it'll be a combination of both happening. But so if we want to get through this, we have to unite. You can start in small communities. We are all in this together. We need to support each other. It's the only way we will get through this major change coming. So whatever happens, we will get through it. But thanks to technology, the world is uniting. We can all experience that through crypto. The world is awakening, and we just all need to get along. That's all for today.